The story you are about to see is true. The names have been changed to protect the innocent.
And we're going to assume that this was all totally proofed and everybody thinks it's lovely. And usually what I would do is once it's lovely, I'd make a Google comment and I'd say ready for AN. And so when you get there and you see that, you know that the person who did the final level, who's supposed to do the final level of proofreading, did it. So now I'm going to go and grab this content, and now I'm going to go into Action Network. So start organizing, emails, new email. And the preview text is important because when they hover over the email, you can see that. So
yeah, we have a pre-header on Blue State Digital as well.
Okay. So now we have the email. Usually when you copy and paste it, there's an extra line between each thing. So you got to get rid of that. And then there's the email. It's been proofed and everything's cool. So right now it says Dear Chair First Name. That's presumably something that's pulled from the Action Network database. You don't have anything pulled from the database. So we're going to take a look and see what are the clips that are available to you. So I would say Dear First Name. Now you see it says Default Friend. That means if they had no first name in that field, it would say Dear Friend.
Question, where it says from, instead of an email address, can you put a name?
In fact, you should, because it's going to say from name via. So that's a good point. Actually, it said it should be a name. I was just looking at the test email and saying to myself, oh, yeah. Oops. Here's what the test email looks like. Now it says it may be a scam. Oh, there's a link. So you see how when you include a link in the email, it does a redirect unless you fix that. There is a way to fix that. But it detects if there's a display that is not the same thing as the background link. It says it may be a scam. See this little Google form? Right? And when Action Network sends that out, because it's doing click management, it redirects that to an Action Network link so that Action Network can say, oh, somebody clicked on that.
So does that also apply to hyperlink text? So if I have a link embedded on any of the language in the email, which is how we normally do it?
Oh, I don't know if it does. I don't know. We can test that. Okay, I'll send this to you this time. Now, while you check that, I'm going to show you a way to avoid that. One of the snippets you might want to save is this clip called Don't Rewrite the URL, which is Don't Rewrite URL, and you see that that snippet looks like, if we actually click the link, you say no rewrite equals true. So now I'm going to delete this, and I'm going to back off on this no rewrite equals true, and then I'm going to put that URL back in. And now I'm going to send a test to myself and see if that still marks it as evil. Did yours mark it as evil?
It didn't. Now, I am wondering, because when it says the sender, it says Corey Archibald via actionnetwork.org. Is there any way to change that so that it doesn't say via Action Network?
Yeah, we do that in the template.
Perfect. Okay.
All right, so mine continues to think it's a scam. However, mine continued to rewrite it. So maybe the reason why it continued to rewrite it, despite that, despite the fact that I put that thing there, is that it's only in test mode. So when we actually send the email out for real, we'll have to see whether it rewrites or not. But certainly in the test email, it is still rewriting, and I am getting a spam warning. But you didn't get a spam warning, so not including the URL will solve that problem.
Okay, so you kept the URL, but you said the no rewrite. Still, okay. Yeah, mine's not showing any kind of a spam warning at all.
Great.
So, you're using Gmail, so you should be seeing the same thing ideally.
Well, I'm using Thunderbird, which has a separate level of controls in it.
Okay, then that might be the trigger. Maybe Thunderbird is
pickier. So now we go save and target the email. And it says choose a list to send to. It's always going to be brand new Congress. Now, if you have a list of candidates, or if you have a list of press, then you want to create those lists. And if there's a query that you've already built you can just choose that query, and then you don't have to go through all these things because it's the query that you've already built. Like if you got a Ryerson campaign query, you know, then you just store that as a query and you load it here. Does that make sense? You don't have to go through clicking each of the different things. And you can also target activists by what they did. Anybody who has opened other emails, send to. We don't want to send this to people who aren't opening their emails because it'll just make them irritated. And then we see save, preview, and send. And this is the point at which you get to choose your email template. So this is built-in email wrapper where you create new email wrappers that are simpler and where they can take out, you know, from from actionnetwork.org and all that kind of stuff. So when you go to start organizing, you see that there's a thing here that says email wrappers, and that's where you build new ones. You go over here and you click on emails and reports, and now you see here's this one that you're working on. Now, it would be wonderful to be able to delete this now. It may very well be that there's a way to delete it, but I just don't remember where it is, so I'm going to just hide it, and then it's going to go away, and we won't have to deal with it again.
That's just like a really weird, just design or well development choice. But
well, maybe they're afraid that people are deleting emails that are really important. I don't know. All right, I'm going to stop recording now.